Hey everyone, this is Scott from the Forgot to Go podcast. Welcome to another edition of ReWatching HAPPY Season 1. Today I'm talking about Episode 8, I Am the Future. So I just finished watching this episode where we see desperate Nick closes in. Happy comes up with an unorthodox method of finding Haley, who is once again in the clutches of the very bad Santa. So this is the season finale of the first season, and I loved this first season, and this season finale didn't let you down. You go into it expecting potentially for this to be the end, with him saving Haley and beating the bad Santa. But it ends with a very, spoiler alert guys, the best news ever, which is Happy's now Nick's imaginary friend. And that's how we trail off into season 2. And I was just like, when it ended that way, it just made me so happy. Even rewatching right now, I'm just like, I love this. I love the reasoning behind it. Gives us an excuse to get a second season. Makes sense too, because Nick does need an imaginary friend. He's got some problems that he's got to work through, and Happy can help. And so I just really enjoyed that that's how this episode ends off. But other than that, we have some really cool parts to this episode. At the beginning, we get Happy's unorthodox method of finding Haley, which was torturing a Santa's old or former imaginary friend, or Santa's imaginary, the very bad Santa's imaginary friend. But his torture is tickling him. But I guess with imaginary friends that works. But I still just like that's him going all, dark or whatever, going all torture-y. It's just kind of funny. But yeah, some other cool parts to this part is when at one point Haley grabs a snow globe and smacks the very bad Santa in the head and runs away. And I'm just like, yes, Haley, thank you. Thank you for being a kid that I like in a TV show. That's probably one of my favorite parts about this TV show. The kid didn't annoy me. The main kid in it, I liked her. Every time she made a decision, I was like, yep, I'm on your side. Good job. Sass that very bad Santa. Hit him with a snow globe. Yes, Haley, thank you. Thank you for being a realistic child. And at least in my mind, being a realistic child, meaning you know how to defend yourself a little bit. You know you're not just going to sit there and take it just because Santa says to. Yes, Haley. I love that scene. I just love seeing that she's just not willing to sit there and take a drill to her forehead. She puts up a fight. She sasses the very bad Santa, even though that guy is ginormous and smelly. Like, I don't know if he's smelly, but he looks smelly. Like, you know when you see a character, you're just like, that guy smells. I'm very glad we don't have smell-o-vision, because that guy would smell so bad. Ugh. But anyways, yes, I really enjoyed that little bit with Haley. It's literally a 2-second scene, just Haley smacking the snow globe over her very bad Santa's head. But I enjoyed it because it just highlights this whole season about her character, which is that she's just not this helpless little kid, which I'm happy because that seems to me a little bit more realistic. This kid being a little bit more wising up to what's going on and not just taking it because the adults say otherwise. So I really enjoyed that about her character, and that we get that little revelation. Some other cool parts about this is when Nick goes to find Happy, there's these bear traps that the very bad Santa set him up in, and these are terrible because Nick gets injured again, but it's also great just because anytime he gets hurt, it's just kind of ridiculous and funny, especially like his line that he says about it is just like, I found new levels of suck, or something along those lines. And a whole new level of suck, and I'm just like, you poor soul, you would know. And I just really enjoyed that about that little thing. And it's such a unique kind of, booby trap that, shouldn't really work that well, but it was a dark, dingy areas, and who's looking out for bear traps anyways? So I thought that was just a little fun bit. Then we get the final showdown between Nick and the very bad Santa, which is topped off with Happy getting in the fight, which I really love. At the beginning of this season, Happy was very helpless, and now after spending time with Nick, he's a killer too, and I just love that. And our little Happy, he's all grown up. But yeah, he gets his imaginary friends from the support group to come help, and they all attack the very bad Santa while Nick's having a heart attack. He really needs to do something about that. He really needs to do that spin class and eat some kale, like he said. But yeah, I just really enjoyed that bit, adding the imaginary friends in to help Happy and Nick to defeat the very bad Santa. It's ridiculous. It doesn't belong in the real world, but it belongs in the happy world, which is why I like it, which is why it makes me happy. But yeah, and then like I already mentioned, we get the very end with Happy becoming Nick's imaginary friend, and Nick going to meet Haley, and he doesn't know how to be a dad, he doesn't know what to do, and he's got Happy there because they're partners. And so yeah, that leads us into season 2, which I'm very excited to get to. It comes out in the next couple days, so I'll be watching that as soon as it comes out, hopefully, if I can find it on Syfy, that is. But anyways, that's not the point. That's all my thoughts for season 1 of Happy. Be sure to let me know in the comments below what you thought of this episode or the season overall, how excited you are for the second season. Thanks again for joining me today, and have a good one.